Hi everyone, this is Shashank Singh and we are in the way of learning Python programming language. In this video, as you can see on my screen as well, we are going to discuss about map and filter in Python, right? So these two functions are very important functions and that might be asked as an interview question as well. So please be with me till end of this video. After the end of this video, you have a pretty much fair understanding about the concepts noted around the same, right? So basically these two functions are built-in functions which has already served by the developers of Python programming language. So we don't have to take care of anything. We just have to know how can we use this, how we can use these functions while writing a particular program or a set of code, right? So let's do not waste our pieces time. Let's just get directly jump to Jupyter Notebook to see some concepts and how can we use map function. So first of all, we'll talk about map. So map is a built-in function, as I told, which executes a specified function for each item in an iterable. Iterable is nothing but a list, set, etc. It can be anything, right? So map executes a specified function for each item in an iterable, and then item of each iterable will be sent to the function as a parameter, right? Post you can cast it as per your own use cases, or else you can print the item using for loop as well. So let's see how can we use map function in a particular program, right? So here I will use map function to get a set of square of few numbers inserted in a list. So let me write the function. So I am writing def square 1. This is a function name. Post I am passing one parameter num1 as a parameter colon. Let me write the logic. Return num1 square, right? So let's say 1 will pass as an argument to this function. So 1 square will be 1, 2 square will be 2. So that's how it's work, right? List1, which is a variable name. Inside this list I want to pass few values, 6. So as an output I want to get the square of these numbers, right, using map function. So first of all we'll talk about syntax of map function. So we have to write map keyword, then we have to provide the function name and then iterable, right? So let's see how can we write. So we have to write map keyword, then we have to provide the same function name, right? So I want to use this function name here, right? You can write any function name with which you wanted to map, right? So function name I'm using. Now we have to use the iterable. Once you will execute this, you are not getting anything. You can have to cast these things. So I'm writing list, which is also a built-in function. So once you will cast this, you will get the desired output. So 1 square will be 1, 2 square will be 2, 3 square will be 9. So that's how you'll get it. Or else you can use for loop to print all those items. For item in map square list, right? Print post execution, you will get the same output, right? So that's how you can use a map function, right? So as I told, this function executes a specified, I mean, like with the help of map built-in function, we can execute a specified function for each item in an iterable, and then item of each iterable will be sent to the function as a parameter one by one, right? So one will go as an argument of this particular function. 1 square will be 1, 2 will go to argument as of this particular function, and it will return 2 square, which will be 4, right? So that's how you can get the desired output using map function, right? Now let's talk about filter. So filter is also a built-in function which have same syntax like a map, and this method construct a iterator from the element of iterable for which function returns true, right? It's pretty simple. In simple word, filter method filter the given iterable with the help of function that test each item in an iterable to be true or not, right? So let's see how can we use filter in while writing Python code. So here we will check whether a number is perfect square or not from a list, right? So we will provide a set of list as we have done here. So we will extract those number which is a perfect square, right? So let me write the program first. So I'm writing def square2 as a function name, num2 I am writing, right? Now if num2 is greater than equal to 0, so I am extracting only positive number. Now let me write the logic. sq1, which is a variable which store square root of this, right? So math dot sqrt of this num, right? So this will store the square root of this number. So if we are using map, we have to import math as well. Okay, now I'm defining one more variable, sq2. In this variable I am storing the integer postcasting, sorry, int. I'm casting whatever the value will be there in sq1, so I am converting it to integer. I will explain why we are doing so. If sq1 equal to sq2, I hope you understood this, return true, else false, right? Now else part of this, if print negative number. I just wanted to show how can we use filter function, so I am not writing the logic for negative number, because square root of -4 is 2i, which is a complex number, right? So I'm not writing, I just wanted to show in short. So let me pass few number, list 2 is equal to, let me put few numbers, let's say I'm writing 12, 4, 87, 81, 16, 36, now 100, minus 9, 89, minus 87, right? Okay, so these are the numbers, right? So I wanted to extract the perfect square, 481, right? So let me talk about the happy case. So let's say 4 will 4 will be passed as an argument to this function. So obviously 4 is greater than 0, so it will went inside this block. Now sq1 will store the square root of 4, which will be 2, which is an integer. If we will now we are casting this, the whatever the value will be there in sq1 to integer. So right now 2 is there, let me write this. Four is 2, right? So right now sq1 have 2, post casting we are also getting 2, so sq1 is equal to sq2, so it will return true, right? Let's talk about 5, which is not a perfect square. So 5 is also greater than 2, greater than 0. Now it will went to this block. Now sq1 holds the square root of 5, which will be 2.23, somewhere around. 2.23, right? So as of now sq1 holds 2.23, sq2 is equal to int of 2.23, which will be 2, so sq2 will hold 2, so 2 is not equal to 2.23, so it will execute the else condition, right? So that's how we will get the desired output. So let me write filter. How can we use filter? So I wanted to use filter to filter all the perfect square. So what we can do, we have to write the same function name. As I told, the syntax is almost similar. We have to write filter keyword, then function and iterable name. So I am writing the function name, post we are providing the iterable. This is the iterable name. Once you will execute this, you have to cast it as well. Yeah, So these two are negative numbers and we are getting all the perfect squares, right? Even if you write 4.0 as well, you will get the desired output. So this is how you can use filter function. So filter method filters the given iterable with the help of function that test each elements in iterable to be true or not, right? So this is all about map and filter function. Hope you guys understand well as well. So please note it down for your further remembrance. You can pause this video. We'll come back with a new video very soon. Thanks for watching this.